What's going on everyone, and this time I want to make a video about the new Apple WatchOS update, the 5.3.1, so let's get started with this video right now. But the last time I made a WatchOS update video, you kinda roasted me in a comment section saying that it doesn't make any sense to show you the installation process of an update. And you're right, but there wasn't really anything to say or to show you about the update, and instead, to make the video flow a little bit better, I decided to show you as a background the installation process while I was talking about what's going on and what's new in that version. And because last time there was only a new feature in Canada, the ECG, how could I show you that? But it is okay, people are interested in the WatchOS update, so let me know down below in the comments how exactly am I supposed to make these videos. What kind of things you would like to see. So let me know in the comments, I'm really curious to see what you write. Okay, so this is the update page from the settings or from the Watch app. So you can see the size of this one was 45 megabytes on my iPhone or like my Apple Watch. But you can see that this 5.3.1 is sort of connected to the 12.4.1, the iOS version, and the reason why there was iOS 12.4.1 released was because of the jailbreak, and Apple was trying to patch it and make sure that nobody is able to jailbreak their iPhone. And normally we get an update every time there is a new iOS update. We also get a new one for the watch, and this time there is no exception. In order to make everything work smooth and working really well, to make sure that everything is secure and nobody is able to find some sort of exploit or anything like that, they also released the 5.3.1 for your Apple Watch. By the way, if you are new here on this channel and if this is your first time seeing or coming across one of my videos, then consider clicking on the red subscribe button, because that will keep you updated and make sure that you don't miss any kind of future videos. Of course, it is supported on all of the versions, including the Series 1 and above, so pretty much everyone should be able to get it. But again, the same thing as with the iOS, Apple is focusing on the iOS 13 and bringing new features there. The same thing applies to the Apple Watch, because the 5.3.1 is like a very tiny update, and Apple is already planning on releasing the WatchOS 6, as you probably know, with tons of new features and functionalities, so they only focus on that instead of 5.3.1, which only means that you shouldn't really focus that much or try to find anything new regarding features, watch faces, because it's simply not there. Well, Apple does describe it as an update which brings or provides important security updates and is recommended for all users. Again, Apple is paying so much attention to the fact that nobody should be able to jailbreak an iPhone and of course have an Apple Watch connected to a jailbroken iPhone, so it's like sort of connected together, and this is the main purpose of this update. But one rather interesting thing is to take a look at the storage. At least on my personal device, I get a huge amount of storage back after updating to the 5.3.1. Just take a look at it. Right now I'm running the 5.3, as you can see it right there, and the available is 3.1 gigs. And of course, after updating to the 5.3.1, you can see that it jumped up to the 3.6, which means that I gained 500 megabytes back. And considering that the amount of capacity of the Apple Watch is about 5 gigs, it's really a lot. And this is also something to consider, even though it's not the same thing on the watch like on the iPhone, where on the iPhone it really matters how big your storage is, and on the Apple Watch you didn't really notice it that much, but still you have it more, and it's a great thing that something like this happened after updating. Taking a look at the actual Apple Watch, you won't really notice any kind of speed improvement or battery improvements, even though people on Reddit, people were really complaining about some battery issues being part of the 5.3, and they also claim that it has been fixed in the 5.3.1. I have personally didn't notice that, but people were complaining that the Apple Watch went from 80% of the battery to 19 in just a couple of minutes, which is something really unbearable, and hopefully it is now fixed. I'm not personally able to tell that because obviously I don't have that problem. The problem I have is always the locking and unlocking the Apple Watch, because if you don't have it on the wrist, it's always gonna make it lock. Okay, but anyways, If you also have the Apple Watch, just, update to the 5.3.1 in case you want to have a better battery life. But if you didn't really have a problem with the 5.3, I mean, it doesn't really add anything to you. But let's get to the actual point and talk about if you should update your Apple Watch to this version of the WatchOS. Just like every version of the iOS, it depends, and it depends on the user. But I would say that if the Apple Watch is paired to an iPhone which is jailbroken using the 12.4 jailbreak, then it's probably not the best idea to update to the 5.3.1 on this Apple Watch. I'm not even sure if that's possible, but if yes, I wouldn't really recommend you doing that. And instead, if you don't really care about the jailbreak and you just completely, you don't give a damn about it, just go ahead and do it. It's gonna make your Apple Watch just a little bit safer. Of course, it's not gonna make the Apple Watch any faster, no new features are added, but besides the storage, which is good, you could see that I gained a lot of storage back, and also the security in the background. It's quite a normal update, which is only going to bring you and help you, so I wouldn't really think about it and just go ahead and update. As you probably know, Apple also publishes regularly some security content on their website regarding certain versions of the operating system on individual devices, and with the 5.3.1, the WatchOS, you can see that there isn't anything available, so I am not able to show you anything regarding the security content, because as you can see, this update has no published CVE entries. You can see the 12.4.1 does already, and it was released pretty much the same day, but this one for the WatchOS still doesn't. The only thing you can see is the release date and which devices are supported, and besides that you don't have any other information about it. But now this is pretty much the end of this video, and again, not much to show you regarding the Apple Watch because, again, nothing really new in this version, but if you want to be updated with the new version of the WatchOS, just make sure to hit the subscribe button, make sure you click the like button as well. If you really like this video, let me know again in the comments what you think about it and how exactly do you imagine me making these videos. But thanks a lot for watching and see you guys in the next video. Peace out.